You might be considering buying the Huion Kamvas Pro 24. And I will tell you, you might as well do it. And here's why. Below here, I have the Wacom QHD 27, however that model is said, whatever order, but it's 27 inches. I've had nothing but problems with this. First, there was backlight issues with it. I fixed those by tearing it apart, and I also bought a replacement screen direct from China for $245. I fixed issues with it. Then recently, it just stopped working again, and the screen will not power up, but the touch sensing part of it still works, but the screen won't show anything. And I did some research on it, and it seems to be a huge problem. So the Wacom is huge. It's way bigger than this 24, this Kamvas from Huion, but I never actually use the whole thing. So the space I use is basically the same that I'm getting with the Kamvas Pro 24. And it works. And it was $700 compared to several $1,000s, even used several $1,000s for the Wacom. So when you try to get it fixed, what they tell you is, yeah, basically it's going to cost you $900 no matter what. And when you spend several thousand on something and they tell you to fix it, it's $900. And it's a common problem. It's a board that could easily be replaced. When you can take the back plate off, there's a bunch of screws. You pop the covers off, and then there's all the way around the edge. And then you jam a little piece of plastic in here and pry this, and it pops right off, and the boards are right there. If you've ever fixed anything, you can fix it yourself. They wanted like $1,100 to replace the screen. I bought it for $245 from China and replaced it in an hour. And then it worked for a while. But anyway, this is no longer useful to me. It's now a brick. I'm going to try to fix it if I could find repair parts. But the point is, this device is really good for the money. I have it on an Ergotron arm. It works just fine. It works every bit as good as this thing, but it's way cheaper. Now the build quality is not as good. You won't notice it in the video, but the plastic's cheaper. It looks cheaper. The back, it's got that cheap green to it. This Wacom device is premium, and the whole device is premium. But the functionality is the same for thousands less. So if this breaks, I can let this thing break several times and buy a new one for what this costs. Now, it's on sale for $699. I don't know if that price goes up and down much. It took about a week for them to send it out, but I've had no problems. The driver was a little weird to set up on OS X, if that's Mac OS, I guess that's what you call it now. But I got it working in, I don't know, 10 minutes by just reading something. So anyway, don't buy a Wacom unless you want to spend lots of money for no reason. Buy one of these, Huion. Or you have the XP pen. It's basically the same. The reason I got this is because of the connections on the back. I wanted a DisplayPort video out. That's just what I wanted. And there's a little bit difference with the screen protection on the XP pen. But anyway, if you're looking for professional use, hobby use, it doesn't matter. This thing works just as good as that Wacom, only way cheaper. And I'm frustrated because of how much this one has broken, and my research has shown that it's a huge issue. They just blow. There's capacitors or something in these boards that just go bad. Anyway, that's it. I hope this helps.